in general, a slope measures steepness made by the points on the graph. There's 4 types. There's the undefined slope. There's the there's the horizontal slope, sorry, my bad. The positive slope and the negative slope. I made to remember the different types of slope is a slope clock. And so it has the undefined, which is the vertical one right there, the 0 slope on the bottom and on the top, the positive, which is pointing to the 1, and the negative, which is the 1 pointing to the 5. So what type of slope is that if it's going up like that, it's positive, down like that, it's negative. If it's vertical, it's a 0 slope, and then if it's straight like that, it's undefined. The formula is m equals y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Basically what that means is that if you know that point on the graph, and you know that one, you subtract this one by that one, and then that'll get you the actual slope. So the way you would solve this equation, graph it rather, with a table, is that you would get the x value and the y value. So if x equals 2, y equals 1, so because x times 2 times negative 3/2 equals 3 plus 4 equals 1. And then if 4 equals x, it will be negative 6, which matches up with the graph right here. The way that you would solve the equation by the intersects is that you'd have to find both intersects, right? And so you would have to find first, which one did I do first? So here it looks like I did the y-intercept first. So in the y-intercept, x equals 0, so I let x equal 0. And in that situation, y equals 4, which is the y-intercept right here. And then here, I let y equal 0, which turned out to mean x equals 2 2/3, which is right here. So in order to graph this equation, you would have to put it into a y equals mx plus b format. So that means you have to solve for y. So I did that with this, and then y turned out to equal 4 minus 2/3 x. And so then you had to find the intercepts. So you had to let x equals 0 to find the y-intercept, y equals 4, and let y equals 0 to find the x-intercept, which means 6. So, and that's graphed right here. So in the equation x equals 2, which basically means that x is always going to equal 2. So you can choose any y value, but x is always going to stay 2 no matter what. So that would mean it would be a vertical line. On the other hand, if y equals any number, but in this case it equals negative 4, y is always going to equal negative 4 no matter what x values there are, and that would create a horizontal line. So yeah.